You know what you should do. You've always known. The path toward health, toward growth, toward the life you claim to want. It's not hidden from you, and yet you keep walking in the other direction, toward the relationship that diminishes you, toward the habit that degrades you, toward the choice that you know, even as you're making it, you'll regret. Something in you is drawn to pain, and until you understand why, you'll keep choosing it while wondering why your life feels like a wound that won't heal. There's a moment in every self-destructive choice where you feel yourself split. One part of you sees clearly what's about to happen, the consequences, the regret, the familiar aftermath of having betrayed yourself again. And another part of you reaches for the destruction anyway, not despite knowing better, almost because of it, as if the clarity makes the choice more satisfying somehow, as if you're proving something by choosing wrong with your eyes wide open. You've told yourself you're weak, that you lack willpower, that others have some capacity for self-control that you were born without. But weakness doesn't explain the pattern. Weakness would make you passive, helpless, drifting wherever circumstances pushed you. What you're doing is active. You're seeking out what hurts. You're creating situations that will damage you. You're not failing to resist temptation. You're hunting for it. And the hunting has a purpose you haven't let yourself see. Dostoevsky understood this self-destructive drive with a depth that still disturbs readers 150 years later. He saw that human beings are not rational creatures who occasionally make irrational mistakes. We are profoundly irrational creatures who sometimes manage rationality, and our irrationality isn't random, it's purposeful. We choose pain because pain provides something that comfort cannot, and until you understand what pain is providing you, you'll never be able to stop reaching for it. The first thing pain provides is feeling. In a life that has become numb, dulled by routine and safety, and the slow suffocation of unexpressed emotion, pain wakes you up. It cuts through the fog. It makes you feel alive in a way that your comfortable existence has stopped providing. The person who cuts themselves and the person who keeps returning to a toxic relationship are reaching for the same thing: intensity, evidence that they exist, a sensation strong enough to break through the anesthesia of a life that has stopped moving them. The second thing pain provides is control. This sounds backwards. How can choosing what hurts you be about control? But consider, when pain comes from outside, you're a victim. When you choose the pain yourself, you're the author. You get to decide when and how much. The person who grew up in chaos, who never knew when the next blow would land, often grows into an adult who creates their own chaos, not because they like suffering, but because self-inflicted suffering is predictable suffering. And predictable suffering feels safer than waiting for the unpredictable kind. The third thing pain provides is punishment. And this is where the drive gets truly dark. Somewhere in your history, you learned that you deserve to hurt. Maybe it was explicit. Someone told you that you were bad, worthless, undeserving of good things. Maybe it was implicit. The way you were treated communicated that pain was your appropriate portion. Either way, the lesson took root. And now, when good things come to you, something feels wrong. The goodness doesn't match your internal sense of what you deserve. So you sabotage, you destroy. You return yourself to pain because pain is where you belong. Dostoevsky's underground man confesses to this with excruciating honesty. He knows what would make his life better. He knows what rationality demands, and he chooses against it, deliberately, perversely, with a kind of bitter satisfaction in his own destruction. Not because he's stupid, because choosing against his own interest is the only way he can prove he's free. Because predictable self-improvement feels like a cage. Because there's something in human nature that would rather reign in hell than serve in heaven. You recognize this, maybe not in such extreme terms, but the pattern is there. The way you reject what would help you, the way you gravitate toward what will harm you, the way good things make you anxious, while bad things feel strangely comfortable. You've built a life that confirms your deepest beliefs about yourself. And if those beliefs are that you deserve pain, then pain is what you'll create. Breaking this pattern requires more than willpower. Willpower operates on the surface, while the drive toward pain operates in the depths. You can't simply decide to stop choosing what hurts you, because the choice is being made below the level of decision. What you have to change is the belief system that makes pain feel deserved, the emotional programming that makes suffering feel like home, the identity that has been constructed around being someone who hurts. This is slow work, painful work, ironically enough. You have to feel the original wounds that taught you pain was your portion. You have to grieve the childhood that should have taught you different. You have to challenge the voice that says you don't deserve better by risking better, and seeing if the punishment you expect actually arrives. Usually it doesn't. Usually the belief was a lie, installed by people who were themselves damaged, passed down like a virus through generations of hurt people hurting people. Dostoevsky offered no easy answers because there are none. The drive towards self-destruction is woven deep into the human psyche. It serves real functions. It provides real payoffs. And it cannot be defeated by simply wishing it away or white-knuckling through better choices. It can only be understood, felt, gradually transformed through the slow process of building a new relationship with yourself. One where pain is no longer the confirmation of identity, but an alarm signal that something old is trying to repeat. You keep choosing what hurts you because some part of you believes you should be hurt. That belief is a lie, but it's a lie with deep roots, installed early, reinforced often, woven into your sense of who you are. Pulling it out requires facing what you've been avoiding, the original pain, the first wound, the moment when you learned that suffering was your appropriate home. Only by going back can you stop moving in circles. Only by feeling what you've been running from can you finally be free to run somewhere else.